As presidential candidate, Kamala Harris, so-called vice president, appears to be going down in flames with regard to the presidential election, which will culminate on November 5th of this year. She's pulling out all the stops, vicious, attacking Trump, not answering questions at all, to the point that even CNN pundits and political analysts are saying that she's blowing it, are refusing to answer questions about what she claims she's going to do to change the status quo, which is rampant inflation, rampant gas prices, rampant food prices, everything known to the sun in terms of what's going on in this country and how it's being destroyed, whether it's the open border or you name it. You know what I'm talking about. But she's vicious, and she's coming off as someone who is not just vicious, but frankly stupid, because she can't answer a simple question. So she has to turn to Hollywood to bail her out. And who did she turn to? None other than Bill Maher. I've been on with Bill Maher many times, particularly during my years at Freedom Watch. The guy has gone south. He's become acerbic. He's become out of control, and he's become incredibly arrogant. And he defamed my client, Laura Luna. We brought a lawsuit just the other day in that regard for 150 million plus in damages for accusing and publishing that Miss Loomer had an affair, a sexual affair with President Trump, that is committed adultery. Well, if anybody's going to be laughing at the end of this, because frankly, Maher is no comedian, he's not funny at all. He can't even read teleprompters. In that respect, he's perhaps is even less talented than Kamala Harris, but he's going to pay. But that's what's happening right now, is that because Kamala Harris and the Democrats are going down in flames, they are attacking viciously Trump and anybody in and around Trump. But that's been the case for a long time. Whether it's Trump, whether it's lawyers that support Trump like myself or others, we are the target. And that's why we need your help, because we have to fight back. Because even if Trump wins, and I'm not telling people who to vote for, because I can't do that as the head of a public interest group, but even if he wins, the left will be in the streets, as I've said several times. They'll be armed. They'll be coming for us. They'll want to kill you and your loved ones. You can see the hostility out there today. So we need to be able to defend ourselves. And quite apart from arming up with our Second Amendment rights in defense, not offensively, we don't ever advocate that. We advocate peaceful and nonviolent means. But if someone comes after you, then you have a right to defend yourself to the full hilt. And this is what needs to be done. But this country, quite apart from Kamala Harris sinking into the abyss to the point that even CNN is saying she's a loser at this point in time, is the fact that we're at a very big crossroads in history. We are already in a world war, notwithstanding the lack of support for Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf states by the Harris-Biden regime. And as now the Harris-Biden regime, as even Biden has gone crazy, he's asking to throw Trump in jail straight up. He's been trying to do that for a long time, and also hurting Kamala Harris in the process because it looks just completely stupid. But the fact that North Korean troops are now being committed to the theater in Ukraine, and South Korea is now going to enter as well with equipment, tells you that we are in World War III. And of course, Ukraine has been asking to be able to use American weapons and European weapons to attack Russia, long-range missiles. If that's granted, we will indeed be in a situation just a hair's throw from a nuclear holocaust with Russia and China and Iran. Because of the weakness of Kamala Harris and also Joe Biden, we are on the verge of a nuclear holocaust. And make no mistake about it, we're already in World War III. These individuals are the most incompetent, the most stupid, the most brain dead, and frankly, the most evil ever to occupy the office of president and vice president. And we now have to rise up and get prepared, because even if Trump wins, they're coming for us. They're coming for you and your loved ones. We will hold them accountable with our citizens' grand juries, our citizens' trials, our citizens' convictions, and our sentences seeking to carry it out. Message to Joe Biden: if anybody should be in prison, it's him, his wife, his son, and his brother for massive bribery from communist China, Ukraine, and Russia, and Biden himself for negligent homicide. in Afghanistan. We have convicted all of them. We will seek legally and peacefully to enforce it. We are looking for established law enforcement to do it. And we're getting to the point where we will find that. We are not for violence, but we are for justice. So I want you to go to freedomwatchusa.org. Support our lawsuits. The Loomer case was brought in my private capacity. You can go to LarryKlayman.com and donate, because it's going to be very, very expensive, just the cost. LarryKlayman.com. Go there and please donate. It's not tax deductible, but please donate. We need the help. At Freedom Watch, it is tax deductible, and we need your help as well, because we brought lawsuits against Kamala Harris and Joe Biden for election fraud in 2020, telling American citizens and Florida voters that Biden was capable of being president when he wasn't. He was mentally and physically, frankly, a wreck, as we know, worse than that. And also with regard to defaming Sheriff Joe Arpaio as a convicted felon. These people and the Democrats know no bounds. They are the disciple of the devil. Their only hope in winning this election is because they believe in killing unborn babies, and they believe in killing them even after they're born if they survive an abortion. These people are truly, as I said, the disciple of the devil. Absolutely corrupt, absolutely criminal. That's who they are, and they must pay the price. God will be the ultimate judge. But here on earth, we need to do what we need to do. So please go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions, and go to LarryKlayman.com and contribute to the lawsuit we just brought against Bill Maher, who is the tool, he's the stooge of Harris, Biden, and the Democrats. God bless you. God bless America. God save America. Remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. The leftists are basically atheists. That's who they are. They're socialists, communists, and atheists. We believe in the Father and the Son, and He and His Son will be on our side if we help ourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.